Everybody. This is Ageless Jess. I'm Jess Rydell. Voice is a little raspy today, so we'll keep this one quick as well. I am a sales success coach, and I am here with myth number 3 today. And myth number 3, some of you may relate to this. I have heard this from many, many people, and I have a great example to debunk it. And the myth is as such. It is, I can't learn to get great or to be great at sales. I can't learn to be great at sales. Okay, I'm here to tell you that is a big, fat, funky, unfortunate lie. Okay, mark that down. It is a lie. If you're telling yourself this lie, you are fooling yourself. If you are telling yourself this lie, you are holding yourself back from the money that you want to earn in your business. If you are telling yourself this lie, you're keeping yourself stuck in a hole that you could very easily climb out of with a little bit of help. Okay. I've sold and closed thousands of sales in my career, and I want to help you do the same. All right. So let's talk about debunking this myth. Let's talk a little bit about why it's false, right? Okay, so this is a story. I also wanted to say real quick, if you have not watched the first 2 episodes in the series, I'm going to invite you to go back and see both of those. You may want to pause this one and catch it in order so that you get the full benefit of this value series. Okay, I would definitely recommend. Everything is on whatever platform you happen to be watching on. All of the days, day 1 and 2 are already listed there, and here we are on day 3. Okay, so back to my story. And I like to give, I don't know, my mind works in a timeline, so I'm always like giving dates. Back in 2012, I was working for an organization that did plastic surgery, and I was going to be a regional sales director for the company. But in order to get to that position or to earn that position, you first had to go in and operate in one of the location centers as a salesperson for a month. Again, you can't be training people if you can't show them the skill that you're wanting them to get better at. So I took this on. This was not in any way daunting to me. I had been doing sales my entire career. I even had a streak. I know I sound like I'm bragging, and yes, I am, but just to make a point here, I had a streak at one of my weight loss centers that I worked at back in 2004, where I went 8 months without a no sale. 8 months. 8 months with a 100% close rate. I kid you not. And this was kind of a funny story because the day that I had the no sale, I was so confused, right? I was so flummoxed that I asked the prospect if they were a secret shopper. And turns out that they actually were. I got in a lot of trouble for asking that question. It wasn't supposed to be part of the exchange. And of course, since it was a secret shopper, it did get back to the higher ups that I asked that question. But hey, I was just like, I knew the process. I knew the job. I had had no one say no to me in 8 months. And so I was very suspicious of this particular individual. Anyway, I didn't even plan to tell that story, but here we are. Have another story that I wanted to tell you about the weight loss center. Okay, I know I'm a little bit all over the place. So for you entrepreneurs, mystics, holistic practitioners, people that are a little bit ADD like me, hopefully you can follow the story and still stay engaged and relate to my plight, right? Okay, so we're back at the weight loss, not the weight loss center. So we're back at the surgery center in Dallas, Texas in 2012. And I'm functioning as one of the salespeople. Well, a couple of the salespeople, they're a little hostile when they feel like their turf is being, sort of invaded upon, or there's, a new girl on the block that's coming in to do these, to do sales alongside the regular team. So that was one battle in and of itself, right? Second battle is I started, first couple days, I think in day 1, I think I had like 2 or 3 sales like in one day, which is not necessarily very common. As far as the closing percentage, the average closing percentage in this company was probably about 30%. And I saw about 6 people that day. So mine was like a little bit higher. It was like 50%. So I remember coming back after closing like the 3rd sale and coming back into the office with the other salespeople. And what one of the girls said to me, she said, "Why are you getting all the good ones?" I'm sorry. I can't not laugh when I tell this story. Why are you getting all the good ones? Okay, again, I was gobsmacked by this response. I immediately understood that this particular individual thought that sales was a game of luck, that the prospects came in and they were either buyers or non-buyers. And she had made up her mind that that was the truth. And somehow, some way, I was the lucky bitch that came in and got all the buyers that day that stole sales from her mouth or whatever it was, right? Like it was just stunning to me that someone could actually be in a sales role and carry this belief. So let's just break this down, right? People are not either buyers or not, right? The work that you do as a salesperson is the magic, right? Do you ask the right questions? Do you establish their need? Do you get to their pain points? Like we really do need to see, like ask, why are you here? Why do you want this? Why is it important? Why? And if we don't know why, we're not going to be effective in closing that sale and overcoming that particular individual's objection. So, thinking that it's a game of luck is going to keep you broke. It's going to keep you sad and broke and miserable and stuck in a lie, looping on a lie that does not serve you. So, let's kick that one out the door right now. Okay, because in a sale, you are the facilitator. You are the one leading the prospect to a logical conclusion. I'm not talking about forcing somebody to make a decision they don't want to make. I'm not talking about being a pushy salesperson. I'm talking about consensual selling and guiding the individual to see that they are ready and willing to make this investment in that which they want, right? So this can be taught. This skill can be taught. Think about musicians, right? How do you get to Carnegie Hall? You practice. You practice. Sales is an art. Sales is a skill. Success in sales requires repetition and it requires practice. Practice. You guys, I am not reading from a teleprompter right now. This is coming straight from my heart. Like it is so important that you let down the guard. And I don't just want you to practice on your prospects. I want you to practice before you're on the phone or in front of an actual prospect. I want you to be able to role play this and learn how to get better, how to ask those questions, how to summarize, how to lead to a logical close and ask for the money. It's all a skill. And if it's a skill you don't have, that's okay. That's why I'm here. And that's something that I can definitely help you with. So I just wanted to take a little time to debunk that myth. I got to save my voice because I'm coming back tomorrow with another one. Another myth. We're doing 7 days of myths. Then we're going to do 7 common mistakes that you might be making in your own sales process. And then I'm going to give you 7 tips. 7 tips. Okay. I just said that sales wasn't luck, but look at all these sevens, right? 7, 7, 7, 7. I'm a bit of a gambler. And I will say most of the time I win. I like it when I win. Don't love it too much when I lose. But I've been pretty much on a hot streak. So there are things that do require skill and there are things that are, somewhat more rooted in luck. But we can have it all if we call it in. So where was I? Okay. Summarizing. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow with another myth. And the final 7 in the series is going to be 7 ways to organically gather more leads for your business. So I'd stick with me. Go binge watch the first 2 segments in the series. They're a little bit longer. You'll learn a little bit more about me. Wanted to just jump into the content today. All right. But yeah, one more thing that I wanted to also share. I do have, I've reinvigorated my private Facebook group with this new direction of sales. It is called Sales Magic for Mystic Entrepreneurs. So if you resonate with that and identify with that, please come join me. I'm going to put the link in the comments for you to be a part of the group. Come on in. There's going to be a lot of great training in that group after the series. And the series is also being broadcast in there. Next thing is I also have a very special event coming up. If you want to learn to increase and enhance your own sales skills to get a sense of mastery, close more sales, make more money, I do have a one-day training sales accelerator event. It is virtual. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's on the 23rd of February, which is a Thursday, and it's going to go from 10 to 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll have a link for that tomorrow, but if you are interested, please reach out to me. I'll put you on the list to get that link as soon as it is created. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to end it here. I will be back tomorrow with the next myth. So much love and go sell some stuff. Mwah. Bye. This is hilarious. I can never figure out how to turn this thing off. It's so funny. Come on, end stream. See ya.